What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another trophy talk for you guys. This one's going to be for the week of October 21st, and it's been a pretty crazy week going on with a lot of other things. Now, I know I asked in the last video if you guys would like this to be more of a podcast rather than me just talking about my trophies. I heard some various things, as long as you don't ramble on, as long as it has some sort of format. People saying that they would like this as an actual podcast instead of a video. Maybe at some point I can kind of get that worked out and that can go up on iTunes or something else. But as for now, I'm gonna just leave it on the channel, and that's just what it'll be. Because I find it interesting to kind of go back and look at what I was doing during certain times, and it's to kind of show you guys what I'm doing and what I plan on doing, but it's also for me as well. So that's why I enjoy doing these. But anyway, it's been a pretty eventful week with my trophies and within the trophy community. So let's start off with some news, right? Let's start off with a little bit of news. So if you guys don't know, this has been a pretty interesting week. Earlier in the week, Rough Dog ended up removing himself from the leaderboards on PSN profiles. There was something going on with him getting flagged for a game. I don't remember if it was Twisted Metal or what it was, but he got flagged for a game, and the due process just wasn't. It wasn't done digital. It wasn't done the correct way, I think, personally. But basically, I don't want to get in on all of it, and I don't want to, stir the pot any more than it's already been stirred. But essentially, at the end of the day, the way that I feel is everyone deserves to be innocent until proven guilty. And that's one of the things, as I've been, going about this week, and I've been hopping into chats, and I've been watching live streams and stuff. And just at the end of the day, the way that I feel is really the people. I don't know if it's Sly, the guy who runs the site. Definitely some of the mods. I'm not going to name any names. I don't want to name shame. Definitely there are mods and other people on the site. Not just mods, other people on the site as well, who they don't understand this process of innocent until proven guilty. And I'm all for, like, you want to prove that someone did something wrong, and I'm all for that. But I feel like if someone is flagged for cheating a game, I'm assuming that when they're flagged, you look into it and then you appropriate the flag. It kind of feels like with some of the stuff, though, when they're flagged, you just immediately take them off the leaderboards, boom, done. There's no like, oh, you should get the flag, take it in, and then take them off the leaderboards and do whatever you want to do after you've looked into it. It kind of seems like the stuff around here is more guilty until proven innocent, which I feel like is kind of the wrong way around. And I was in some chats with some people about Rough Dog's, Twisted Metal stuff, and people basically saying it's not possible, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, you guys aren't looking at the whole picture, because I'm going to talk about it. Obviously, I did Twisted Metal this week, and I was basically telling people, first of all, the game is glitchy with trophies. Second of all, the game save is locally, it's not to a server. Some stuff is saved to the server, not everything is saved to the server. If you switch your copy of the game from physical to digital or vice versa, in between, all the stats don't save. So there's a lot of stuff going on with Twisted Metal. It's not in concrete. And yes, I can confirm that some of the stuff, it does look kind of like, well, that's interesting. But I have stuff when I did Twisted Metal that looks interesting. I mean, I got 10 wins on all the maps when I leveled up at the same time. Like that. I mean, yes, it's doable, and is it coincidental that I did it that way? I guess, but I didn't do it on purpose. It just happened. And I feel like a lot of the stuff that they're saying is just like, oh, well, they're not looking at the whole side of it. They're automatically jumping to that he cheated. And that's how a lot of the forum posts that I've been seeing on this site over the past week, it's really just, everyone is just jumping to cheat. And it's not just for Rough Dog. It's for everybody. Everything that I see when people think that someone's trophies just look out of whack, it's automatically sent to the cheater, 100% cheater, hacker. Mr. Unknown had a problem apparently with one of the murdered soul suspect. Wow. There was people saying that he basically game saved the game. He got all the collectibles at once, and he went into a description or sent a description of what happened and everything, and it ends up that his game glitched. I mean, it happens, people. Games glitch, stuff breaks, and weird stuff happens, right? And another great point is, why would anyone like Rough Dog, Mr. Unknown, any of these top tier people, right? Why would they hack one game to ruin their whole account. Why would they do that? I mean, that just seems a little strange to me, especially a game like Murdered Soul Suspect. It's literally like a 5-hour platinum. Why would anybody hack that game? Just doesn't make sense. But there was other stuff going on with Hakum and why Hakum's back on the leaderboards if he actually cheats. It's a lot of stuff going on. I don't really want to talk about it any more than I've already have. I apologize if you didn't want to listen to that, but it's been kind of spicy in the community this week. And I've been going back and forth because I use PSN profiles a lot, but I went over here and started looking at PSN trophy leaders website, and it's interesting, but I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of it yet. But we'll stick on PSN profiles for now, and we'll see what happens because I don't know. We'll roll with the changes. Anyway, with all that being said, like I said, I didn't really want to talk about that as much as I did, but I thought I would just bring it up because it's a little bit of news. It's a little spicy. I'm sure it's a little stale right now because everyone's been hearing about it. But that's my take if you haven't heard it already. So anyway, let's actually talk about my trophies, since that's what this video started off as a few months ago. It was me talking about my trophies, not really news. But it was an interesting week in the trophy community. It was an interesting week for myself when it comes to trophies. So what ended up happening was on Monday, what was the date on Monday? Last Monday, the 15th. So last Monday, the 15th, I was streaming Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, if you don't know, on the 15th, last Monday on the 15th, there was a few games that were supposed to go down server-wise. One of them was PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, and the other game was Twisted Metal. Now, I went to work that day, and I was looking through forums, and I saw people saying, Twisted Metal didn't actually go down, the servers are still up, I guess the shutdown's still for the 25th, yada, yada, yada. So I was thinking to myself, well, that's good, but I'm probably still not going to play the game because I really don't want to put myself through that. So I get home Monday night, I'm streaming Assassin's Creed Odyssey, as I've been doing recently, just because it's the only game that I really want to sit there and play by myself, basically. So I'm streaming Odyssey, there's people in there, and then someone joins the chat, and they're like, the Twisted Metal servers didn't actually go down, are you actually going to do this? And I was like, I don't really want to, but I did also say at one point that if the servers got extended even to the original date, I would attempt to go for the Platinum. And that Monday, I ended up starting Twisted Metal up. So this week, I've really only been playing Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal. Yeah, I've only been playing Twisted Metal this whole week. And you can see I got the Platinum in 5 days, 21 hours. And I think I'm actually on the leaderboard for the fastest, one of the fastest. So there I am, number 27th fastest for Twisted Metal. But yeah, I gotta say, this was not as big of a taking as I thought it would be, and honestly, it would have been a lot easier hadn't it been for a few people. So basically, what I had to do was I had to beat the story mode on Twisted, but there's a glitch for that. And I had to gold star every level. So I did that in one night, and then I started boosting, I think, Tuesday night a little bit, really hard Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then all day Saturday. And I finished up Saturday night. So basically, the game took me, what is that? Like half of Tuesday night. I played like half Tuesday, half Thursday night, so that's a 1 night total. Wednesday night, Friday night, that's 3, and then Saturday all day. So like it took me, I would say like, you could say 5 nights, right? If you count Saturday as 2. We're being a hypothetical here. But it took me like 5 days to get. Well, obviously it took me 5 days to get to Platinum. But honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I always heard people say, this game is awful when it comes to boosting. The boosting for this is so bad. And I don't know. Most of it was because people were saying, only the host gets the trophies. No one else gets the win trophies and stuff. And I was like, that is kind of suspect, but it can't be that bad, right? And the other thing that I was looking at it as I'm not playing with other people. I mean, I have 3 PS3s, so I'm able to play and boost the game by myself completely. You need 6 people to play the game, and you can play split screen, so I have 6 people to play the game. Easy enough. So I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. I'm really up in the air about it. But I end up starting it, as you can see, and I finished it. The online wasn't bad at all. it took me 80 rounds to do everything and then another 30 to do the 30 days, because what I ended up doing was I wasted a lot of time. I did these two trophies right here, another one in a la mode, and another one that's a minimum of 80 matches. A la mode is a minimum of 70 matches. So I did those, and then I obviously did the 100 kills with each missile, and then 50 kills with each vehicle, which I got way before the olive mode and whatever, because they're significantly easier. So I get those. I basically did everything done, all the like random stuff in the multiplayer. I got it done, and then I'm looking at this trophy right here. All sales are final, and this is to win one ranked online game per day for 30 days straight. So basically, you have to win 30 matches. Every day. And you're probably wondering, well, Snickel, well, how did you get that? The game, you didn't play for 30 days. Well, you can do a clock manipulation on the game because the game is saved locally. So you just go change your date on your console, win a match, back out, change the date, go in, win a match. So it's easy, right? And for the most part, the game was extremely easy to boost by myself. It was a little learning curve, but once I learned, real easy. The biggest thing, the most annoying thing about boosting this game was the fact that there were people. There were people that were on this game, like religiously every single night, that were coming into 6-people lobbies, enough people to start a lobby. They would hop into your lobby and they would just sit there. And they wouldn't leave because they knew you were boosting, and they would say in the chat in the game, why are you trophy boosting, blah 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 blah. These were people that like legitimately played the game back in the day. They made alt accounts to like join lobbies, which, I mean, if you're legitimately playing the game, why are you making an alt account? I personally think that these weren't people that were playing the game. I think that they were trophy hunters, and they didn't want other people to get the platinum, and they were trying to stop people from getting the platinum so that the percentage of the trophies stays low. I mean, that is sad. If you're doing that, that is sad. That is really sad. So you're trying to stop people from getting the trophies because you want the percentage to be low, but you didn't have the same thing happen to you. I mean, that is so sad. So anyway, I boosted Tuesday night, didn't really come across them. Boosted Wednesday night, came across them a little bit. And then Thursday night when I got on, I kept running into them. And then Friday night, what ended up happening Friday was I did a decent amount of stuff, and then at the very end of the night, I was trying to finish like something up, my wins or something, and they kept joining, and I was like, oh, this is so fucking annoying. So I messaged someone, and I was like, yo, can you, I know you have other copies of the game, can you, on, Saturday during the day, can you hop in, can we fill like a lobby to max so that they can't join and finish stuff up? So he hopped in, and we finished it up. GMZ, appreciate the help, like always, but he hopped in, we filled the lobby to max, and then no one was able to join. I got the rest of my wins and everything. And then the last thing that I had to do, once I was done all that, the last thing I had to do was the 30-day trophy, because I wasn't going for this while I was doing everything else, because, well, it was kind of stupid of me to do it that way, but I just wanted to get my wins done. Because when you do the 30-day trophy, you have to play around, back all the way out, change the date, load back in, create the lobby all over again, and then go on like that. But when I was going for that trophy, because I went for that trophy Saturday night, it was the only thing I did Saturday night. You see, I earned it at 3 a.m. I started going for that trophy around 10 or 11, so it took me that long to get it. But luckily, when I was playing Saturday night, the trolls, or whatever you want to call them, the dum-dums... Now, the people that were trying to prevent us from boosting, I think that there was another lobby up that they were kind of messing around with. There was a lobby, the guy's name was Willard. So if you're watching this, man, I appreciate you. If you didn't get the online yet, let me know. I'll hop in and try to get those trolls to join my lobby while you guys get stuff done. But I think for most of the night, the trolls were kind of messing with Willard, and I was able to get through my 30 matches without seeing them until the very end, till I got to match 28. One of them finally joined in match 28, so I legitimately played the game match 28, beat him, backed out, and then I didn't see him anymore for match 29 and 30. So I legitimately got a win in this game, if you want to believe that. But yeah, this was I thought this game would be more of an undertaking than it was. The online wasn't bad. And again, I think that's mainly because I was self-boosting by myself and not with other people. Because I can definitely see this game being a headache if you're boosting with 5 other people. or 3 because you can do split screen. If you're boosting with 3 other people, I can definitely see it being a headache, especially if the whole host gets the trophies bullshit is real, because, this game took me to do the online probably 15 to 20 hours just for the online. So if you're doing that with 3 other people, you're talking 45 to 60 hours just to do the online, because you got to, do it for other people. So I will say that it was a bit of an undertaking, but it was fairly easy as well. And I'm glad to get this done, because out of this and Warhawk and PlayStation All-Stars going down, I had already done PlayStation All-Stars. Warhawk's on my list, but I knew that I would need a minimum of like 3 months to do that game. So there's no way I was getting that done in the 3 to 4 weeks that they gave us. And Twisted Metal was something that I've always wanted to do, but I never went for it because, for one, I didn't understand the game, and 2, I always heard that it was a big boy. So I'm done. I did it. I'm glad. It was an experience. And sadly, what I want to say about boosting these games and these server shutdowns and just multiplayer games in general, they can be a headache. They can feel like a waste of time, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, I think I enjoy doing them. And that might sound sick, and that might sound like I might sound like a psychopath by saying that, but I gotta say, I think I enjoy it because, I used to just play single player games. I used to just play whatever I wanted to play for the longest time. And when I needed to do multiplayer, I would do it at the end, or I would do it whenever I had the opportunity to do it. And then when I joined Carlos's server like a few years ago, still wasn't boosting games. I just kind of sat there and I wasn't really active. And then last year when we boosted For Honor, the beginning of For Honor, the 1v1 kills and drop kills and all that, the stupid shit, we boosted that, and that kind of kicked off boosting games. We started going, left, right, center for everything. I mean, we can go down here actually. When we did For Honor, it kind of went, I wouldn't say downhill. So For Honor started, it was around like November-ish. So it was around like here, November, December. And we did For Honor, and then you'll just see, like, if I go down the list here, like, For Honor kind of kick-started doing all these multiplayer, and again, there's nothing wrong with that, because, like I said, it's strange, but I think I enjoy doing it. I mean, if I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't do it. But it's like this whole thing with Twisted Metal, like, as crazy as it was to do, it was like, it was the first time in a while when I couldn't wait to get home to play it. Like, that sounds sick, but, like, I really couldn't. Like, I would be at work, and I would be sitting on my computer, and I'd be like, okay, when's the day gonna end? Because, like, I gotta get home. I really want to get home and get this shit done. Like, I really want to play this game. And usually I don't have that happen. Like, it's very rare that I have that happen with games, especially, like, just any game in general, single player or multiplayer. It's very rare that it happens. So the fact that I had that happening, it kind of like kickstarted something else. And I don't know what makes me want to do it, or like why I want to do it. Again, it sounds sick as shit. Like I'm sick in the head. Let's be honest. But yeah, you can see here, like when we did For Honor, we did Burnout Paradise, and then I finished Driver San Francisco. We did Battlefield 3, we did Brink, we did Battlefield 4, Red Dead, and then we started doing a lot of, like, dumb shit, like Truck Racer, WRC5, Valentino Rossi. You'll just see, like, a lot of these games, this is, like, when my list started to look, this is when I started adding stuff, and then I wasn't really finishing games, even though I wasn't doing that before, but, all these are, like, I'm done the multiplayer for these, so this is just when this kicked off, is, like, when I just started doing multiplayer, and it was, like, Killzone 2 was the game. I was doing For Honor, we were doing all this other stuff, Singularity, Rogue Warrior, Brutal Legend. We were doing all these other little things, but Killzone 2 was definitely the one where it was like, holy shit. And that was another one where, like, it kind of gave me the same feeling as, like, Twisted Metal gave me, where it was like, I really want to get this done. I really want to get this trophy. And, I didn't fuck my life up for it. I didn't, I did pull some, like, long nights, but, like, I didn't, oh, you want to come hang out with me? I didn't ditch people to get the trophies, I didn't ruin anything else in my life. Like, I wouldn't do that, but it was just like, instead of me spending my time playing, whatever, I was then boosting Killzone 2. And yeah, it was just me shooting alts in the head, but, like, the satisfaction of getting it done at the end of the week was pretty It's a pretty cool high. But yeah, you'll just see like a bunch of these games I've just done the online. You know, Kane and Lynch 2, Killzone 3. You know, all these games I've just done the online for. Um, and I want to go back and platinum them, but who knows when that'll be. But yeah, like I said, it's sick. It's kind of sick for me to say, oh, I enjoyed Twisted Metal, doing Twisted Metal, but um, I did. And I think part of it also comes from the fact of I wasn't relying on anyone to do it, because I will admit that it can be annoying when you're boosting with people and people want to boost when you're not available, or people want to boost when you're trying to do something else. So when you're able to boost by yourself, it's on your own time, so it can be more relaxing, and I think that was part of it. I think that's why I partially like doing Twisted Metal and Killzone 2 and other games by myself. But there's definitely other factors to it, and like I said, it's sick, but I enjoyed it somehow. But yeah, Twisted Metal, it's done. It's now my rarest trophy, my rarest platinum trophy, and I got a few rare boys in there. You know, they are my top rarest. We got 2 trophies, so loadout's slowly getting blown out from there. But if we look here, you know, it's just all Twisted Metal for my rare. Twisted Metal and then Minecraft on the rarest, but it's done. If you were to start it like today, I'm probably gonna upload this on Monday. If you were to start it today, you can get it done, but you'd have to crunch it, dude. That would be pushing the limits, especially if these trolls are still online and they're still trying to stop people from doing and from boosting. I mean, that'd be a whole nother situation going on right there. But it was fun, but it's over now. So let's move on. So the other game that I played this week, I played it after I platinum Twisted Metal on stream, was the House of the Dead 3. I had a few people ask to play it, and I was like, sure. And I I don't regret it, but there are some dumb things in this game that I really don't want to do and that are kind of up in the air. The number one thing being clear all 4 endings. I don't know how the fuck to do that. And then also rated as special agent in final result. I don't know. I don't know. I'm assuming playing on a harder difficulty gives you more points, but I don't want to do that. And you know, we'll just have to wait. We'll have to wait and see, right? We'll have to wait and see. I didn't do too much research on it, so it might be easy. It might not, but this will be one that I kind of want to finish. And I might play on stream again sometime soon. So anyway, what Oh, I guess the other thing that I can bring up, because I did play this technically on Saturday night, I AFK'd some more Guitar Hero Live with the saw, and I went from 300k strums to 500k strums. So we're halfway to the million, and yeah, I hope to saw away some more, but that's kind of we'll wait and see. Halfway done though. I have about a month and a half, so plenty of time, but. That's coming along as well. So what do I plan on playing in the upcoming week? That's a good question. On my stream, I was a little confused, because this is what happens when I get done boosting games, or when I just finish games in general. I've invested all my thought and time into finishing that game, so that when I finally finish that game, it's a huge relief. But I kind of just sit there like, I don't know what to do. You know, and I own hundreds of games. I can play anything I want, but I just sit there and I'm like, I really don't know what to do. So let's try to structure this and figure out what I'm going to play this week, right? So for sure, I'm going to go back to what I was playing before I started Twisted Metal, which is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I would like to finish that this week, but it's probably not going to happen. So I want to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. World at War DLC is still on the table, but the game I'm probably going to be playing most this week is Uncharted 2. We started Uncharted 2 right before I started Twisted Metal. We played for one night and we did 2 of the 3 co-op missions, but of course they didn't count for me, so that's pretty cool. So we need to play all 3 co-op missions again, but Uncharted 2 is probably going to be take up a majority of my time this week, but I do want to play Odyssey like 2-3 hours a night as well before I hop on and boost before I boost Uncharted 2. So that's probably the goal this week. The goal is going to be Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Uncharted 2, maybe World at War DLC, probably not. Obviously, AFK, basically saw away at Guitar Hero Live at any time possible. And I've been saying it for a while. It's been, so what's today's date? Today is the 22nd. So, yes, hold on. The fuck did I just say? Yes, 22nd. It's been going on 3 weeks since I've played Destiny 2. And I know I've been saying this every week, but I don't know when I'm actually going to hop back on that game. With the amount of stuff coming out soon, I don't know. I really don't know. I want to finish Odyssey, and I want to do a lot of stuff, so I don't know when I'll get back on Destiny 2. On Friday, Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out. I don't know if I'll be playing it day one. I would like to, but I would also like to finish Assassin's Creed Odyssey before I hop into that. Kind of take one game at a time. So, Red Dead 2 soon. And then obviously Red Dead 2, I'm going to be banging that multiplayer out as soon as it comes out. Because if it's anything like GTA 5, we going to have glitches all over the place. We going to be getting stuff done super fast. It's going to be fun. It's going to probably be easy. Might be broken, but I guess we'll find out. So that's the goal this week. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Uncharted 2, possibly World at War, possibly Red Dead 2 if I get done Odyssey, which I doubt is going to happen. But there's always possibilities. Obviously, I always say, well, we always go by this, which is kind of what we're going for right now. And I'm looking at this now, and I see Drawn to Death. That was a game that we were talking about this weekend. So Drawn to Death might hop in there somewhere. I'm not sure. Uncharted 2 co-op is... I should say that. We want to do Uncharted 2 co-op this week. Maybe not start on the multiplayer, but I would like to do Drawn to Death because that goes down in March, and I don't want to wait till the last second to do it. So, possibly Drawn to Death might slide in there somewhere. Not sure. I'm a little confused now because there's a lot going on. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to give it a like. Again, if you don't like this structure of talking about other things rather than just my trophies, let me know. I want to try to make this semi more personal, where it's like you guys are getting to know a little bit more. Because I know all I do is really update or upload guides, which I don't talk in them, so whatever. And I upload platinum trophy videos, which, I don't really talk about. Well, I talk about my personal experience with the game, but nothing like, letting you know anything else like that. So these I like to get a little more in the weeds and let you guys know a little bit more about myself. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy the video. Leave any questions or comments down in the comments below. If you do have any questions, like if you want to ask anything, you can leave them in the comments below. I'll try to remember to write them down, and then I can answer the questions in the next video. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you can do that. I promise I will try my best to answer it in the videos. There's all types of links in the description below. There's going to be links to my Twitter, my Twitch, my trophy list if you want to go look at it. And there'll be links to like other playlists that I do stuff with. If you're interested in that, be sure to check it out. Some pretty cool stuff, I think. I hope. But yeah, if you've made it this far and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys all around sometime soon.